Good afternoon, everybody. Car and Biker here on what's turning into quite a nice afternoon. It was raining this morning, but it's all dried out. It's very windy, but that's drying out the road nicely. So I thought I'd get the bike out. This is actually the second time I've been out today, so I'm hoping less slippery mud this time round. I'm coming out testing. I'm on the testing tomato today. Not testing the tomato, not testing the bike. Testing my mic. The other day I went out for what turned into a very nice ride. Went around North Yorkshire, about 150 miles of riding on a fairly cold day, but with a new pair of gloves that I'll maybe talk about in a different video, and my heated jacket on. It was very nice. Bit of the Yorkshire TT run, which is a road I really like, just a nice long windy road, and over the North York moors. That was slightly treacherous, going across Blakey Ridge, which is a ridge with some pretty big drops next to the road, and the crosswinds were about 40 miles an hour. It's quite a lot of crosswind now actually, which is good for my testing. But yeah, crosswinds were about 40 miles an hour, and then the cloud came down and I was in cloud, so I couldn't see a blooming thing on a ridge where you want to be able to see where you're going. So that was quite exciting for the wrong reasons. But while I was out, I recorded 3 videos, and I was quite pleased with my afternoon's work. Say work, obviously it's not work, is it? Work is something that you get paid to do because you don't want to do it, whereas this is something I do for free because it's fun and I enjoy it. I'll carry on doing it until I stop enjoying it. Anyway, yeah, so I did these 3 videos. I thought, yeah, they seem to come out quite well. And then I got home and I put them into the computer and fired them up, and the video quality looked just as good as the GoPro ever does, and the audio quality was absolutely terrible. And I think the problem was that a few people have commented recently, well, maybe 2 I think, that my audio isn't the best. I think one of them put it less nicely than that. So what, there's plenty of other motovloggers out there who've got better audio than me, and who are using it as a money-making exercise, so can afford a better microphone and setup than me. But I thought, well, it does sound a bit boomy on occasions, and I think part of that is the helmet. I'm actually considering a new helmet because this one's now nearly 5 years old. This is the one I bought after Mrs. C and I were knocked off on our trip to Scarborough, and I ended up with broken bones. She ended up with an infected foot, and we both ended up with well, one bike less, one bike fewer, I should say, really, shouldn't I? But yeah, that was 4 years, 11 months and a day ago, so I am nearly at time for a new helmet every 5 years, although I didn't buy a new helmet straight away. And helmets have a massive bearing on sound, but for where I am now, still wearing this helmet I think for another month or 2. And still using the same microphone I've actually used for about 8 years. It's off my old drift camera. I thought, well, I'm not going to buy anything new just yet, but what I might do is move the microphone around. So I moved it, and a lot of people say put it behind your cheek pad or in your cheek pad. So I thought I'll give that a try, so I put it by the side of my cheek in the cheek pad, and wow, that was a really bad idea. This bike does generate a lot of wind noise, but the wind noise was louder than my voice. Mrs. C said, because it's a nice place you've been, should you just do a video to music, but I'm not. I've done that once and it didn't go down too well, and I can't say I'm particularly bothered about videos that are just somebody riding a motorbike with music on, so yeah, that was no. Chuck it in the bin and try again. So what I've done instead, I've been out this morning after moving the mic again to putting it near my chin where it irritated me because it rubbed against my chin, and I did a test video like this one, and to be honest, went back to the house, put it through the computer, still didn't like it. I even started playing with the audio tools in Shortcut, which I use for video editing nowadays, and Audacity, and nothing that I could do could rescue it. Other people might have been able to. I don't have the skills in that stuff, so nothing I could do was rescuing the sound, so that one went in the bin as well. I've now moved the microphone so it's basically touching my bottom lip. So if the wind noise is still louder than my voice at this point, I think I might need to buy a new microphone, or I might need to move it back to where I used to have it, which was kind of sticking out of the cheek pad just to the right of my mouth. But audio is always the most frustrating thing with this motovlogging thing. The action cameras are designed for this job, for sticking on a helmet or a surfboard or a bicycle or a motorbike or whatever it might be, and giving you great pictures with good stabilisation and wonderful horizon levelling like I've got at the minute. For the people who said on that video about horizon levelling, by the way, that they couldn't tell what I meant by it, I'll try and demonstrate again on this straight bit. Look in my mirror and you see how I can move my head side to side, but the picture stays completely horizontal, which is quite clever indeed. That's what I meant. But yeah, so the cameras do everything for that, but the microphones really aren't designed for working in a helmet. Probably particularly this helmet. This is a Shark Riddle, Rydell, I don't know. Fairly cheapish helmet. The replacement for the S900C that I had previously and liked. And yeah, there's a lot of wind noise in this helmet. If I do get another helmet, well, when I do get another helmet, I don't think it's going to be another one of these. Anyway, all that aside, I have talked for plenty long enough now to work out whether at this kind of speed the helmet and the camera setup and the microphone position is now going to be okay. So I shall wrap this one up, and if you see it, then I thought it was at least acceptable enough, and I'd love your feedback on how you think it sounds. Let me know in them there comments. Anyway, thanks for watching everyone. Ride safe, and I'll touch you all again soon. Little extra test for the end of the video. Now I'm in a 40-mile-an-hour zone and there's a lot less wind being deflected off this big screen here. I bet that sounds a lot better. And I would imagine it will sound even better still as I slow it down for this 30-mile-an-hour zone. I can now not feel any buffeting on my helmet anymore, so probably can't hear much of it on the microphone either. Let me know what you think.